But first tonight, the search for Nancy Guthrie, now day 16 today, and the Pima County Sheriff says the Guthrie family, including all siblings and spouses, are cleared as possible suspects in this case.
And Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum joining us live now from the Guthrie home in the Catalina foothills with the latest tonight. Justin.
Well, Mark, Christina, as you both know, Sheriff Chris Nanos has said early on in the investigation that everything was on the table, but this is a substantial announcement today saying that the family of Nancy Guthrie has been nothing but cooperative throughout this ordeal. Also today, TMZ reporting that they received a fourth email for a ransom from someone claiming to know the identity of the suspect involved in the alleged kidnapping of Nancy Guthrie. Meanwhile, just down the road behind me, the number of yellow flowers continue to significantly grow outside Nancy's home, as well as the media presence, as we all wait on further details on DNA evidence linked to a glove in the hands of the FBI. A glove discovered 2 miles away from the home of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, confirmed by authorities to have the DNA profile of an unknown male. We drove along North Campbell Avenue for a rough perspective of the area, pulling over the side of the road. If this is tied to the case at all, authorities say that the glove matches the glove seen on surveillance video. That car of the suspect coming downhill and the glove thrown out of a window would be on the passenger side if they're coming down this way. You can guess how far they could throw the glove. This is about, I'd say, 8 to 10 feet away from the roadway, but authorities say that that's where they found the glove, off the side of the road in this area. Now the key is, whose DNA is this? But authorities found the glove a little more than a week after Nancy went missing on February 1st. The FBI received preliminary results over this past weekend, and the process typically takes 24 hours for the profile to enter the FBI's national database known as CODIS, checking to see if it matches anyone who is a convicted felon.
A best case scenario could be somebody that was arrested at some point in the past, and CODIS gets a hit, and you're able to find that this person was in the system.
The best case scenario, according to Daniel Ramos, retired assistant special agent in charge for the FBI's El Paso field office.
Worst case scenario is the DNA is degraded, can't get much out of it, and there's nothing that we can go on. It's just one of the many leads that are in the system.
Ramos says genetic genealogy could be an option to find a possible relative of the suspect through publicly accessible databases. Meanwhile, PCSD confirms the clothing seen on the suspect outside Nancy's home may have been purchased from Walmart, but is not exclusively available at Walmart. Sheriff Chris Nanos tells me so far only the Ozark Trail backpack worn by the suspect is exclusively sold at Walmart, as detectives work with management for more leads. PCSD also says this case was never a burglary gone wrong, and the investigation into Nancy's disappearance remains very active. And an important reminder, the reward for information leading to the location of Nancy or leading to an arrest in this case is $100,000. And remember, investigators are saying that the glove found off the side of the road about 1.5 miles away, that the appearance is what is similar to the glove seen on surveillance video. Mark, Christina?
Yeah, Justin, last week we saw lots of activity outside of Nancy's house there, lots of boots on the ground efforts, like agents walking through that area, combing through, looking for evidence as how the gloves were found. Are you noticing any more of that? I know last week there was some rain there too. So, I mean, it's possible something could have been revealed with the rain. I don't know. Are you seeing people out there, agents-wise?
Really, this media presence is fascinating. We have seen a PCSD sheriff's vehicle outside the home, but we have not seen any agents around the perimeter. That is the contrast here. And I should mention that we are waiting on that DNA profile to hit the CODIS system still. An FBI official has told Fox News that we're still in the quality control phase. That profile was tested at a private lab in Florida. That was the call by the Pima County Sheriff's Department, so still a bit of a wait right now.
And Justin, you mentioned the media there, not just traditional media, but also a lot of influencers, some online sleuths are out there. The sheriff, Chris Nanos, did seem a bit frustrated when he put out that statement to say don't blame or put this on the family. They are not part of this. Is he really trying to tamp down a lot of those rumors that are going around now on social media?
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to be transparent. He's been a bit more responsive than I have seen in the past couple of weeks. I mean, I was surprised to get just an email back regarding the items in Walmart and if it was exclusive to Walmart, the clothing and mask, I should say. And then he'd also put that statement and that update through his office. So that message out there is clear that they are trying to stop the spread of misinformation. But this is the world, the age we live in, where you have people in not just traditional media, but people who have YouTube channels and do podcasts. And they are streaming all the time and are I guess you can call true crime sleuths for information. Whether that information is accurate, that's the question. That's up to people in the public to decide. But you do see that presence here alongside our traditional media.
All right, Justin Love reporting live tonight from Tucson. Justin, thank you.
Thank you.